guys, welcome to my channel. This is Flosstube number 47. I am Kylie with So What Stitcher, and I am so glad that you have come along today and checked out my channel. So if you're new here, thank you so much for dropping by, and if you're returning, I am so glad that you are here with me another week. So I have got so much to show you. I had lost my Stitchy bug and could not, I don't know, I just couldn't get in the mood to stitch. I had shared on my other video that I had started a full-time job, and so it took a good bit of time transitioning into that role and, you know, feeling like I'm not exhausted when I got home. So I feel like I'm there. I have stitched and stitched and stitched this weekend. I've got a lot of new starts, a lot of stuff I've been working on. So that's what I'm going to show you today, a lot of stitchy goodness. I've got a little bit of haul, updates on the retreat, some stuff like that. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to start with, I guess, finishes. So this is the first little finish that I've got. This was a chart by Lizzie Kate, October 31st. It also had another one with it that I didn't do. But this one had some stuff along the bottom of it, and I chose not to do it. I just like the October 31st. So I have to get this finished up. But now that we're after Halloween, I'll probably finish it next year. Another one that I finished is this one by Primrose Cottage Stitches. It's all just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. And that was a fun little stitch. It was quick. I had it done fairly quick, and then there's some little beads on here. And I had to go back in and get those beads done. So that's another fun one that's finished up for Halloween. So I've got some finishes to get done. And if you'll notice, I am yet in another different place. Done some rearranging, and this is now my cross stitch table. I keep projects out over here to cross stitch on. And then I've been doing a good bit of cross stitching in front of the TV watching Flosstube, so down in the basement. But that's my specified area. And then this red thing right here has got my whips in it, my fabric in it, charts in it and everything. So now that everything's pretty organized, it doesn't stress me out when I think I need to go find something. Alright, so those are the two finishes that I've got. Let me show you what I've been working on. Oh. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to create an order with this. Alright. So the one I've worked on the most here recently is Autumn Rolls by Primrose Cottage Stitches. So here's the chart. And I got to take this off of the hoop. I'm recording a video. Let me get this out of the hoop to show you. Sorry that it's not ironed, but it is what it is. So here's what I've got so far on it. This was the Cornhusker State Stitchers was doing a sale on this one. And I started it when they did, but I did not finish it up like they did, like theirs was already done. But I was stitching a little bit on this one before I got my Stitchy bug back. And now I'm in full-fledged Christmas mode, so. But that one I've been working on it a good bit here and there, just small portions. Then I'm part of a group, Fancy Folks Stitch Along, that Pam Dumont does with Stitching in the Land of Good Enough. And so we met this last Thursday, and I worked some on my Royal Holiday by Mirabilia. Let me turn that over here so you maybe know it's worse, isn't it? There we go. So there's where I got on her. I've worked down in this white area, did some of the dark gray over here. So she's coming. I'm going to be putting a good bit of time in her over the holidays. I want to get down her gown, like, to her hand done. So, I gotta go. So, I've been working on her a little bit. And I spent some time on this one. This is by Stitching with the Housewives. It's up on the housetop. And I started this one last year, and it was my first piece using specialty floss. And I was having issues with it getting tangled, and I wasn't enjoying it. But that was a very new stitcher. So this is, I've come a good bit in my stitching experience. So started working on this one again. So try to get this one finished up pretty quick. I worked on that one. And then I had started on this one, Christmas Barn by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And then I was watching their Flosstube, and it talked about that Stitching with Mom is going to start this one on November the 10th. So I haven't worked on it anymore, but I just got some of the snow at the bottom done. So I'm going to hold on to this one and do it with them as a stitch along on starting November 10th. So that one, trying to find all the ones that I've worked on in order. I haven't worked on that one yet. I pulled it out to work on it, but I haven't. Okay. The next one is by Primrose Cottage Stitches. Can you tell who my favorite designer is? Christmas Rules. And the Cornhusker State Stitchers is doing this as a stitch along. And so I've started it with them. Well, I had actually started this one December the 31st of last year, and the only thing that I got done was the word Christmas. Let me put this up here so you can see it better. I had the word Christmas done. And then when they started this one, I think it was October 29th. This was week 1, so I did it. And yes, there's some counting errors, so it's not exactly by the chart. And then this is this week. It started on Saturday, and this is Monday, so it started 2 days ago, and I've already got this much done. So I'm already almost finished with this section. So each week you do a section of it. So this one has been fun to do. This week stitched up really quick. Kind of shocked me. But I'm going to try and finish that today. And then I've got 2 new starts. So I was doing all these challenges because I wanted to stitch more. And I thought, well, the challenges will motivate me to do more stitching. So I started Whip Go Board. I started magazine challenges. I started a monthly stitching challenge. And when I started all these challenges, in the beginning it was really fun. But then it was like my stitching, I didn't want to stitch at all. And I was like, what is the deal? That was the whole point of me doing these stitch along, or these stitching challenges. And there was one day I was just like, you know what, I'm not counting, I'm not tracking my time, I'm not counting my stitches, I'm just going to sit down and stitch. And I lost track of time, and I ended up stitching for hours. And I was like, that's what's been wrong. Me trying to track things. So since I started my new job, I have a lot of documentation, a lot of meetings, a lot of time management, and I don't want to do that when I get home now. So when I come home in the evening, I sit down and I pick up whatever I want to, and that's what I'm stitching on. And whenever I get tired of doing it, I'll move on to something else. So the tracking stuff just ain't working for me. So all these challenges ain't working for me. If I see something that somebody's doing and I want to participate, then I'm going to jump in. But tracking on sheets and in books, and I don't know. It was counterintuitive to what I was trying to accomplish. So I backed out. This is a new chart that I just ordered. From my understanding, it is a new chart by Prairie Schooler Reindeer Roundup. I seen it and I fell in love with it and I had to buy it. I bought it instantly. I didn't even think about it. And the day I got it in the mail, I started on it. So I am stitching this on 28 count Joplin lamb's wool. And it's 2 fabric threads, or two floss threads over 2 fabric threads. And I've got that far on it. Let me move this out of the way so you can see it better. And I'm loving it. I don't want to put it down when I pick it up. So this is a pretty big, I mean, it's a pretty big piece. It's going to be about, I don't know, it's like 7.5 inches across. So, yes, I'm having fun with it. I'm working on Santa now. I got to get Santa in there before I add in all the reindeer. So, really enjoying this one. And then my next one is one that I've wanted to start for a while, but I hadn't done it. I finally did it. Sorry for the glare. This is Crinkles by Little House Needleworks. This is one that I've seen Brenda of the Handwork Maniac do, and her daughter, I forget what her Flosstube channel is. Stitchy Marie, that's what it is. And they've done it and they finished it. And oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So I thought, I want to do it. This thing is humongous. Humongous. So I'm laying bricks, baby. So this is the middle of the house. I'm going to try and get all of the house done. And then if I get the house done, I'll start on the rooms. And if I don't get the house done this year, whatever, I'll do the rooms next year. But oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Look how cool it looks. This is a great one to do in front of the TV because it's, you just count 4, skip 1, count 4, skip 1. So I'm having so much fun. And this is another humongous one. So this one's finished size. This is on 28 count Lugana. And it's going to be almost 14 by 16.5. So it's a big piece. But that's another one I'm having a lot of fun with. So between Christmas rules, reindeer roundup, and Kringles, that's what I've been working on over the weekend. A lot. So I'm going to be adding in this week the Christmas barn and working on it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So that's my stitching goodness. I guess now I'll show you some haul. So I got my Just Cross Stitch magazine in, and there's some cute things in there. I didn't realize that these are 3-dimensional cross stitch trees. And you stitch them like those berries, and you stand them upside down. So I think I'm going to do those. There's several things in this one that I really want to do. Cute patterns. The little mini snowman. I don't want to show you the pattern, but there's a bunch of stuff in here that I want to do. A bunch of little minis. Yeah, I'm really excited about this magazine. And then I had started on this one, and I don't remember where I've done my project bag, but this was All Hallows Eve, because I've done Trick or Treat and Eek Boo Shriek from Primrose Cottage, so this was the other one. And I got the black frame done and had started on the word Hallows, but since Halloween's over, I'm going to put this one away for now. I also bought the Cooler Design nativity figures. I do not remember who I seen had done all these, but it is a gorgeous nativity scene, and it freestands. And you finish them, and they're pretty big when you get them stitched. So I'm wanting to try to do Baby Jesus, Mary, and Joseph this year, and then add to them as we go. So we'll see. But these are, I mean, some of these are pretty big pieces. I think that the angel is the biggest one. Let me see. Pretty sure it's the angel. Hang on, y'all. Yeah, the angel. Well, it don't have a stitch count on here. Oh, finished sizes vary from 3.5 by 2.5. to 4.5 by 7.5 on 14 count fabric. So 7.5 inches. I mean, it's about that big. So, I mean, it's bigger than taller than my hand. So there's some pretty big pieces. So I'm going to try and work on those this holiday season. And I went and found some dirt cheap fabric in a thrift store. Look at this piece. This is a whole piece. I couldn't get over the prices. It's 16 count plush blue. It's a 15 by 18. And look what the price was on it originally. $3.35 when they bought it. And I got it for 49 cents. But it's a gorgeous piece of fabric. So I got that one. It was 49 cents. I got some small ones to do some ornaments on and a piece of brown. But I love to go thrifting and just look. And I always look for cross stitch stuff. So. And then my big haul is I got my unicorn chart. So when I had the Fancy Folk, I'm gonna keep you in suspense a minute. When I had the Fancy Folk stitch along that I participated in of Pam DeMont's, one of the gals in there is the one that's hosting the Queen City Stitches thing next year, where Teresa Coggett's coming. And so we were talking, and I told them, I said, they were stitching on it in the Fancy Folk thing that we were doing. And I said, I want that pattern so bad, but I hadn't been able to find it. So she told me about the Facebook group that you can get on and look at the different conversions. In the meantime, I got on eBay, and I found this pattern. And I still paid a good penny for it. But it wasn't as shiny of a penny as other people's been wanting for it. So I feel like I got a good deal. Now, I did pay 3 digits for it, but yeah. But I'm so happy. It was worth it. And I have decided I'm going to do the, I want to do the green conversion, I think. I don't know. I'm having a really hard time deciding between the gold conversion and the green conversion that looks like the Statue of Liberty. Are you ready to see it? I'm so excited. Lady of the Flag by Mirabilia. So I grabbed this off of eBay, and it just arrived today. I had been waiting to do my Flosstube until I could show you guys. So I will be getting started on this. Nora Corbett is who designed this, not Teresa Coggett. Nora Corbett. So anyway, so excited. I've got to find the right fabric. And as of right this second, I don't own a piece of fabric that I'm happy with. So I don't want to choose my fabric though until I've decided if I'm going to do her in the gold or the green conversion. Decisions. We'll see. I would love to get started on this one and just not be able to put it down and till she's done. I don't know. I can't decide. Is it not just beautiful? Oh, it's beautiful. This was my unicorn chart. And now, my next one that I want to get is, what is it, Queen of Freedom maybe, where she's sitting down with the flag in her lap. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what color I want to do it on. Decisions. So, a little bit of update, I guess. That's my stitching stuff. If you want to split, you're more than welcome to. But a little bit of update. So, if you watched my last fill-in kind of video, or you've not watched one in a while, I started a full-time job using my marketing degree. And I love it. I love going to work every day. I really feel like I'm making a difference in the world. Love the folks that I work with. So, super proud, super pleased with where I work. But it has been a transition because I stayed up late, slept late, and now I go to bed early and get up early. So for about 3 weeks, I was coming straight home and going to sleep. I was just exhausted, and I'm past that now. So I'm sleeping well, waking up good. Took a while, but I'm doing good. The retreat that I was doing, the cross stitch retreat, I never had any kind of response. So I'm shutting that down for public, and it's going to be my aunt, I, and my parents are going to come down and stay, and we're just going to have a good time. We're going to sit around, have a relaxing weekend, stitch, maybe go out to dinner. So yeah, I'm excited about it, really excited. So I guess that's what we all needed, and why I didn't get any response about, getting together for the cross stitch retreat. So I don't know if I'll ever plan another one or not, because I've tried twice and didn't have any kind of response at all. So, but that's okay. You never know until you try, right? But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Kids are doing good. Everybody's healthy and pretty much uneventful other than that. So I'm ready for winter, be able to sit around and stitch and all that good stuff. So we'll see what happens. I've thought a good bit about how I want to move forward with my Flosstube, and I don't like really having a schedule. I'm fly by the seat of pants kind of girl. So I think that once a month isn't, I think that's too long, because I kind of forget what's going on, but once a week is too often. So I don't know, I'll do something every 2 or 3 weeks now that my Stitchy bug is back. But I won't have a clue what days I worked on what, or how many stitches I did, or how long it took me. But that is okay. At least I'll have some stitching to show you, right? So that is it. I haven't been on Instagram too much since my account got hacked. I am going to try to log in, because I do feel a little bit disconnected from everybody. And then these sales that I'm participating in, I would like to follow the hashtag and do it with everybody. So that's it. That's all I've got to report. So what have you been up to? What have you been stitching? I hope that all of you are doing good. And again, thank you so much for coming back and joining me. And I look forward to seeing you all the next time I record, whenever that is. Have a good one. Bye.